What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro Riva, and for today's home bar basics, we're going to be creating lime cordial. I thought it would be a good idea to make some lime cordial because there are a bunch of tiki recipes and a few classic recipes that call for Rose's lime cordial. These are older recipes. Back in the day, Rose's lime cordial, which was created in 1865 by a Scottish entrepreneur named Laughlin Rose, was created with natural ingredients. Nowadays, there's lots of chemicals in it, so nobody really wants to be using it. I don't want to be using it. I don't want to tell you to be using it. And a lot of the top bartenders don't want to use it. That being said, when you make gimlets, lime cordial is specifically gimlets, but then other cocktails as well. Lime cordial is preferable to lime juice with simple syrup mixed together. And the reason why is because it incorporates the peel of the lime into it, which imparts a tiny bit of bitterness, but a lot of those essential oils, which is where that lime flavor comes from. So I thought I'd teach you how to make something that sort of equates Rose's lime. I did a pretty deep dive on the internet to kind of figure out what the best process was, went through a whole bunch of test batches, conferred with lots of different bartenders on this, and came up with this recipe. This is a bastardization of a bunch of other recipes that exist. It's not fully my own original recipe, but I think you guys will really like it, and I really like this. I made a few cocktails with it already, and I think it's pretty solid. So the first thing we're going to do is start with 3 cups of simple syrup, and the way that we make our simple syrup is by adding equal parts of sugar and water. If you want to do it, really you should be doing it by weight, so the ratio would be 250 grams of sugar to 250 grams of water to make your simple syrup. And then you upscale that till you have 3 cups. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 6 limes and we're going to zest all of the peel off of it. Oh, and I forgot to say that to zest the lime, we need to use a microplane, which is what we've got here. We've got one by Barfly Mixology Gear. And they make a really awesome one because they got really robust little spines that really take it off. The other thing that you'll see is that when you look into a lime, you'll see that there's a white pith underneath. So what you want to try and do is grate to just till you hit that pith. You don't want to grate any of that pith off. That pith is very bitter and will impart too much bitterness into your lime cordial. What you want to do is just get the peel. All right, finally, we got that done. Okay, I promise you that's the most tedious part of this process. And you want to make sure you want to get all that lime off the back end as well, because you're going to have a bunch on the back end of the microplane. You just want to get it all off. And you don't need to get everything, but you don't want to waste these. And then also, you can just cut these up and juice them for later. So we'll just set these aside. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to add this zest into our simple syrup solution. And, you know, there's 2 ways to go about this. You can either just let it infuse, and really you can let it infuse for as long as you want to let it infuse. If you want to let it infuse for several days, you can let it infuse for several days. If you want to infuse it for 10 minutes, obviously you would, the longer you infuse it, the more lime flavor you get. Or you could do what I'm about to do, which is just put it in a blender. Try not to spill any of it. Let's see how this goes for me, because I'm kind of a klutzy spiller. Nice. Just put it in a blender and blend it. So we can just get done there what would have taken a few days in just a couple of seconds. Once we're done blending it, we just want to double strain it out, double strain all the stuff out. And you'll see how nice and limey and greeny it is. And I love this Barfly fine strainer because they make it so big that I didn't have to empty this midway. I literally could just pour it into a strainer like so, and then just not have to stop midway and clean it and start again, because it's just so big, it gets all of it. It's awesome, which I love that. There you have, like, to press all of the juice out of the shavings. I keep on wanting to say pith, but it's not pith. It's just like the skin of the lime. You want to get all of that simple syrup out, okay? I'm just gonna rinse this off real quick. There we go. Want to dry it maybe. Sorry, guys. And then we are going to add 1 ounce of lime juice. And see, the thing is that when you just do peel inside simple syrup, what you're going to have is something that's more saccharine-y than limey. It's still going to be very limey, but you're going to have a lot of saccharin on the back end. So the way to get around that and to really dial up the lime and then also dial up the tartness of it and really get a nice, good, balanced flavor is to add in a little lime juice, and then I'm just going to take a little powdered citric acid, and for this amount, we're going to do half a teaspoon of citric acid in there. And then I'm just going to cap this off. I'm just going to shake it to combine it. And there you have it, my friends, lime cordial. Now, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I think I'm gonna. Why don't we get a little glass and just taste it and see how that tastes. Wow, that is super tart, very lime forward, but also sweet like you want cordial to be, which is, you know, sweetened lime juice. There you have it, my friends. Lime cordial, made from scratch, and something that equates roses.